This is the Biz News Podcast, one-on-one conversations with experts in business and personal development.
As you go about assembling your team, your money, and your resolve to start a new business, keep in mind the need to give back. Our guest in this episode of Bizgnus Interviews, Jeff Maine, founder of Bluffton, South Carolina-based Pay Proudly, says he had a twofold mission when he started his company: to provide business owners with payment clarity and to support communities through charity. So, how's that all working out? Jeff, what did you do to get your business up off the ground and into the air?
Yeah, Pay Proudly, we're in the electronic payments space. So this is a space that I got into back in the 90s when I was in college and started selling electronic payments, but, in 97, 98 era. I finished school in 99 and started my first company straight out of college in the electronic payments industry. And basically I rated as the best advice I ever got. And it was from my father, who looked at me and said, hey, you can go I had a good job offer with a big consulting firm out of college, and I was going to be working in the PeopleSoft area and the HR, side of things. And he looked at me, and he was a corporate America guy. And he basically said, hey, you can go get that job any day you want it, but you're young, you don't have a family, you've got an entrepreneurial spirit in you, and I know you've always wanted to work for yourself, and right now is the time to do it, before you have responsibilities and risks that you're never able to take. And basically he was talking about the position that he was sitting in, right, with a family and kids in school and car payment, and all the things. And he said, I've been taking care of you for this long. He's like, what's a few more years? Come move home and start your own business. And so that's what I did. And we started building different payment divisions and payment processing companies. And we purchased an ACH company, and we built that, and we're able to sell it. And about 4 years ago, I had an opportunity. I was in a partnership, and I had an opportunity to split off and start another payments company. And I say another payments company. We just started another company, and my wife and I were sitting at the kitchen table, and we were talking about it. And she asked me, she said, what are you going to do, now? And I said, well, I've been in this payments world for so long. It's what I know, 20 plus years of experience in it. I know how to make money in this business. I know how to be successful. But I said, there's a few things in our industry that's just totally missing and lacking. And one of them is clarity. And business owners don't understand electronic payments. They don't understand why they pay the fees they pay. They don't understand, how they should be taking credit cards. There's not a one size fits all in this industry. There's a lot of different ways and methods and things that you can do to take payments. And I said, we'll never grow as big as the big guys if we spend that amount of time really working with our business owners, but that's okay. That wasn't our intention. Our intention was not to go blow it up. Our intention was really to be in a business, them know us and us know them, and really offer the correct solutions for their business and be more of a consultant partner with them in the payment space. And so if they have issues, we want them to call us. We answer the phones. We want to be in their business. We want to help them with their payments.
So you don't have a bank sitting in the Philippines then?
No, we don't. We're a completely local U.S. company. I believe in answering phones, so we have a phone system, and people call, and our employees answer the phones. And so that's how we run our business, and that's how we've been able to grow it. And, back to your original question, we just give a little bit of background on our business. I wanted to grow proudly because I had been in the business long enough that I had kind of gone from the sales guy, the install guy, the everything, to the corporate guy sitting at a desk every day. And I really wanted to go back to the beginning of a business again and get back into sales and go organically grow the business. And so I told my wife, I said, my goal with this business is I want to organically grow it. I don't want to invest any money into it. I want to just go and organically grow it. And I had the benefit of not having to pay myself a salary. So I could go out and be the main sales guy, start signing customers, start making revenue, and then start hiring with that revenue. And that's what we've been doing. And we've been building the business through sales. And it's been really enlightening for me and fun to get myself back out in the field. And I joined the networking groups, and I went out and I knocked on doors, and the old school way, and it was just a ton of fun and kind of rejuvenated me in business again, right?
Well, Jeff,
What we were doing.
everybody who's starting and growing a business does have those times at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the week, and they suddenly wake up and they have a cold chill running down their spine. How do you offset that stuff?
You know, I'm not a high stress guy. I tend to live a pretty, pretty low stress, life of there's always going to be situations. There's always going to be some problems, and it's how you deal with them, right? And what you do, and I think, you know, if it weren't for merchants having issues, there wouldn't be a need for us, right? So our job is to take care of our merchants and the issues that they're having and what they're having going on, and we want to be there for them. So when we see them, we face them, we look at them, and we figure out what we need to do to fix it. And some of those are easy problems, and some of them are a little bit more complicated. And then you've got your employee issues and your different things running a business and hiring and all of that stuff. And I think that's the stuff that keeps me up more at night than the other stuff. Um, but but that's just making sure that I'm handling those situations the proper way, right? And that we're building a culture, and we really focus on our culture here at the office, and celebrating culture, and knowing what's going on in people's lives and employees' lives. And one of our core values at the office is just having fun, right? That we want people to be able to come to work and have fun. And we know you got to work hard to have fun, but that's important that people, that they're able to do that. And so we're trying to build that culture, and I think our clients see that as well.
Jeff, I understand you like to give back. Would you explain what you do and why?
Yeah. Yeah. So the second part of that conversation, going back to the kitchen table, as we were talking about what's needed in this industry, my wife and I we had a strong desire to build a company with it in its DNA, with a give back, and to benefit our local community through payments. And so we started a program. We actually opened up a charitable giving bank account, and we take a percentage of all of our revenue that comes in the door and we push it into a charitable giving bank account. And what we do with that is we talk to our business owners and we say, what's important to you? Is it cancer? Is it animals? Is it the local food pantry? What is going, there's in all of our lives, there's things that are important. And so we find out what those important causes are, and we support local organizations through our business because of our businesses. And then on social media, when we're doing this stuff, we talk about, hey, we were able to write a check to this local food pantry or to this animal hospital, and it was because of these businesses. It's because you do business with these businesses that we're able to write these checks, because without them we would not be able to write it. We're just the vessel doing it. So
Now, if you were owned by a whole bunch of stockholders, how would you justify that to them? Because they want their dividends, they want their money.
yeah, well, that's why we're not owned by a bunch of stockholders, I guess. So
Now, wait a minute, that answer is much too easy.
yeah, that's we're making the decisions here, and I'll tell you, we have business owners that will look at us sometimes and say, "Hey, we don't want you to give money away because of our business. We want you to save us more money. If you can give money away, we'd rather you save us money." And we look at those businesses and we tell them, "Hey, this is a value that we have in our business, and we're not giving away what we're saving you. We're giving away the profits in our business." So that is who we are, and we're going to do it. And that's it's in the DNA of the business. It's what we're doing, and we're proud of it, and so it's just what we do. But we also have business owners on the other side that basically will tell us they feel like they're giving because we're giving because of their business, and it makes them feel good and they love it. um, and I'm going to tell you that the one that I didn't realize that was going to make a big difference is when we're hiring and interviewing people, it's a big topic of conversation. And employees, want to work for businesses that are doing what we're doing. And I never thought it was going to be that big of a deal, but we're able to recruit and bring talent in because of the type of company we are, and that we're showing those values. And it gives people a comfort around who we are and what we do. And it's been a big recruiting tool for us.
Jeff, where do you hope to have your business in 5, 10 years?
Yeah, so we're gonna keep building our business, and we're gonna keep building. We'd like to see it in the next 5, 6 years. We'd like to get 3 or 4 thousand merchants on our book of business, and we'll easily, I believe we'll easily get there, and then we'll see what happens at that point in time. I've got my youngest is going to be a freshman in high school next year, right? So I say I know I've got through high school, through college, I've got some good years ahead of me of hard work and focus and going hard, and then we'll see what happens after that. But right now we're having a lot of fun. We enjoy coming to work every day, and we enjoy doing what we're doing.
Where can our listeners and viewers get more information about you and your company?
Yeah, so we'd love to talk to any of your viewers, listeners about their payments and about questions that they have in the industry. And, they can obviously look us up on our website at payproudly.com. They can look me up on LinkedIn. I've got an account. It's under Jeff Maine, LinkedIn. And we also have a business page out there on LinkedIn. My email address is jmaine@payproudly.com. We have a free tool. It's an AI-driven proposal tool that we can put all of your information in, and we'll give you a free proposal on your business. And whether you take that back to your current processor and able just to save money, or you'd want to talk to us about other ways of processing and have questions, we would love to have those conversations with anybody and everybody. Those conversations don't cost anybody any amount of money. They just cost you a little bit of time. And they could help your business in a tremendous way.
How do you like working with AI?
I think the future is AI, right? There's a lot going on with AI and things that you can do with it. And I think if you use it in the proper ways, there's a huge benefit to it.
Jeff, what would you like to add that we have not had a chance to discuss?
I think the biggest thing for business owners is, just having the clarity around payments that we talked about earlier. And, this is an industry that's just covered up with salespeople that come in and sell you something and walk out the door, and then they never talk to you again. And, I highly stress to all business owners, if you're on a phone call with a credit card processing company and they're not asking you more questions than you're asking them, they're not taking the time to really learn your business and what you do. And, I highly encourage, it's a huge part of your businesses. The majority of businesses today, the majority of their revenue is coming in through electronic payments. And so spend a little bit of time and learn about it, and learn about if there's other options for you, and learn about, if you're a B2B business, there's ways to save on interchange. There's ways you can eliminate credit card fees today. There's different point of sale systems that'll do different types of inventory systems for you. There's in vertical spaces, there's all kinds of integrations. There's a lot of people that think QuickBooks if you use QuickBooks, you have to process with QuickBooks. We can integrate to QuickBooks. There's other ways around some of this stuff that we can really save a substantial amount of money and bring clarity around payments. And I just think it's important for business owners to really think about that and have some phone calls and educate themselves in this sphere of business.
You've been listening to the Biz News Podcast. We welcome your input. Send your email to editor@bizgnus.com. That's BIZGNUS.com. Thanks for listening.